Playing a tube amp at home means sometimes, especially at night, you're going to have to turn the volume down. And that absolutely sucks. Because one of the biggest things that I love about a great tube amplifier, like the Marshall Studio Vintage Combo we have here and we're going to be using, is when you have this thing in volume, the feel in the room, the air pushing out against you, the wood and the guitar vibrating, giving you real-time feedback. Man, it's freaking magic, and it's the main reason why I will never, ever, ever give up on tube amps. Fortunately, there's a bunch of companies that offer several different products to kind of mitigate this problem, so you could either use your amp silently at home or potentially attenuate the volume down a little bit. We're going to be checking out one today that I've had for quite a while at this point, almost a year, the Boss Tube Amp Expander Core, and I'm going to be giving you my honest feedback as to whether or not I feel it excels in that particular usage case, attenuation. First, I want to show you the full volume range you can go from using the Boss Tube Amp Expander Core. Right now, we're in full power mode, but when I strum the strings, you're not hearing anything because the speaker out is all the way down. I'm just going to intermittently play, keep raising it up a little bit. I'll try to make sure that in post, it remains somewhat consistent here. So we're on a bridge pickup of a Strat. If I roll back a little bit, when I get to about here, I'm just going to talk and you can get an idea from the room microphone. It's still kind of loud, but it's not so loud that it's overpowering my voice. Like, I'm not speaking extra hard here. And that can work. But if we push it back even further, yeah, it's not exactly giving you an inspiring sort of tone because it's just too quiet at that point, but it shows that you can use it at that low of a volume. The way the Boss works is the speaker output from the Marshall goes into the input here on the TAE Core. From there, it's actually reamping the signal using a Class D power section, which you could then output using the real speaker that's already built into it. So as you can imagine here, it's not exactly an attenuator, and it would be extremely difficult to kind of make a one-for-one sound. But it's not just all about the tone. The actual volume changes too, and we're going to demonstrate that by going back to back. We'll use no attenuation whatsoever. I'm just going to hook the speaker straight into the amp the old school way, and then I'm going to hook this thing back up at full volume, and you can get an idea from there. First, we'll hear the Marshall in full power mode, and just to demonstrate the fact that the Boss isn't hooked up or in the signal chain whatsoever, it's powered off entirely, and it would not function if it was powered off, which is something I'll speak about a little bit later. So, let's hear it. There are big differences between the two of them in the room. Number one, the overall volume, not even close. The way that the Boss works, again, we're going through, it's being repowered through the Class D power section of this and then through the speaker. It's not the same. It's not giving me the same amount of juice that I'm getting from the power tubes that are coming out of the Marshall naturally. It's just one of those things. It's a trade-off. Number two, the actual feel and the sound is also a little bit different because, again, it's going through a different sort of power section. You can't expect it to be identical. If you just can't get into modelers whatsoever, you insist on using a tube amplifier live and the places that you're playing at are still accepting of having some stage volume, this is a great solution for that as well because, again, you can dial it in so precisely as far as the amount of volume that you get. And then on top of that, you have stereo XLR outs that you can send for the front of the house. Late night practice or recording sessions where you don't want to have any volume in the room whatsoever also work great with this. You can use the headphone output on this, which is really good, or you can just feed it into your DAW like we were talking about earlier from the XLR outs. You could also implement your pedal board really well because this comes with an effects loop. If your amp doesn't have one, that's a really nice bonus, especially if you're somebody who likes to play, Fender combo amplifiers. Those don't always have those with them. At the end of the day here, there's a lot of great usages for this, but in my book, the attenuation to me was a deal-breaking thing, and this is the way I look at it. If I'm already getting a different feel and a different sort of sound than just playing the amp straight up, at that point, why not just use the quad cortex or, whatever modeler or capture device that you have? Creating a capture for the quad cortex on an amplifier I already love kills two birds with one stone. Number one, I'm able to play the thing at night silently. I'm still not going to be able to bother anybody. The tone's not going to be 100% dead on, but neither is it going to be with the TAE Core or some of the other sorts of designs that have power amps inside of them. Number two, and this is something that I've learned after using multiple different attenuators over the years. When you first get one of these things, the appeal to being able to crank your amp silently and play with headphones and get those awesome distorted sounds from the tube, it takes a lot of wear on the tubes. You're going to burn through them faster. Using a capture, I don't have to worry about that. I save tube life. My life's a little bit easier. But yeah, I wanted to give you some food for thought while I still have the Boss TAE Core. Honestly, since I've gotten the Quad Cortex, I have not used this thing outside of, hooking an amplifier up to it so that I can actually take captures for the Quad Cortex. I'm not using it with the amplifier by itself. So it's got to go. And I thought, this would be information that I would want to know if I didn't already have the experience with it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, leave them in the comment section down below. If you found this helpful, feel free to hit the like button, consider subscribing, check out the Patreon. You want to support the channel a little bit further, but outside of that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy, everybody.